Hello and welcome if you're new to my channel, and if you're a subscriber, a warm welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be recommending elegant work bags on any budget. I'm Anesu Sagonda and I produce educational luxury content for anyone after the finer things. So whether you're someone who's young and starting out and wanting to reap the benefits of buying quality from the get-go, or you're new to money and wanting to learn how to navigate the terrain, or you're into luxury but you want to focus more on the brands that operate under the radar and packing a mighty quality punch, then my content is geared towards you. I'm going to include in the description box down below a link to my hierarchy of handbag series. In that series, I have a video where I talk through the different levels of luxury. There are 7 levels of luxury, and as you go up the levels of luxury, so does the price and the quality of the bags. The first 3 levels, it's very much about the price first, quality secondary. And then from about the 4th, so your premium core, super premium and ultra high end, it's very much about the quality first and foremost, and then price and everything else is secondary. I have a good selection of bags across all those levels of luxury, and I'm going to kick off with your everyday luxury bags, and those are bags that are typically priced from between £150 through to £500. There are 4 brands within the everyday luxury space that I'll be recommending. I've spoken about all 4 brands in previous videos. As I talk about each brand, I'll attach the respective video above. First brand, Kate Spade. It's a brand I love for 2 reasons. Firstly, the styles, they're very different to most brands. They're incredibly fun, they're playful, they're whimsical, easy to wear designs. But the thing that really stands out with Kate Spade is the use of color. They're all about color, whether it's their clothes, it's accessories, they use a lot of color, bold colors that pop. And then their range of work bags, incredibly strong. They have a solid selection of work bags that are formal, informal, and they also have shoulder bags that double up beautifully as work bags. There are 4 ranges I'm going to be recommending from Kate Spade, and the first 3 ranges use pebble leather, as well as the 2 ranges from the next brand I'll be recommending, Coach. Pebble leather is fantastic because it's a robust leather that is scratch resistant, and it takes a lot to scratch to scuff that leather. It's fantastic when used on bags that are going to take a battering, that need a solid, robust leather. They're going to be used a lot and will stand the test of time. The first recommendation I'd like to make from Kate Spade, there are 4. The first one is a range called the Knot range. It's from the Knot range, and it's the large satchel tote, priced at £375. It's a bag with one large middle compartment, and then the outer compartment is a zipped compartment, so it's made up of mainly a big middle compartment. It's an open compartment. The top of it has a clasp just to secure the top. Bag comes with 2 straps, so it's worn either as a shoulder bag or in the crook of your arm. It also comes with an additional strap, so you can wear it as a crossbody and then turn the bag onto the underside, and it has the 4 legs, so wherever you place it, it helps to minimize on the scuffing. And then the second recommendation is a range I love. My favorite work bag from Kate Spade is the ZZ tote, priced at £350. It's a tote with 3 compartments. The 2 outer compartments are equal in size. The middle compartment is zipped, and it comes with 2 shoulder straps. It's the smarter of the work bags, the more formal one. It can be worn over the shoulder, in the crook of your arm, turn it onto the underside, and it has the 4 legs. Third recommendation is your shoulder bag, everyday bag that doubles up beautifully as a work bag. It's roomy, it's 3 compartments, zipped middle compartment. It also has an additional clasp, so you close the outer compartments just like the ZZ tote as well. Priced at £350, same as the ZZ tote. It's a casual bag that is incredibly roomy and would work very well as a work bag as well. My 4th recommendation, very much in keeping with Kate Spade, it's the jacquard tote. It's made from jacquard and it's colorful. It's all about the design, it's all about the color. It's very Kate Spade, and it's priced at £250. It's a tote with 1 compartment, zip on top. You also get the same tote in plain leathers. Kate Spade do their bags in your classic colors. So think of cream, navy, there's black, there's brown, and then they also have seasonal colors with all their ranges. With Kate Spade bags, you have the option to personalize the bags, either with your monogram directly onto the bag, or you have the option to get a tag with your initials attached onto the bag. Next recommendation is Coach. And Coach is the one brand that very confidently owns the everyday luxury space for quality of the leathers, the craftsmanship, absolutely superb. Two ranges I'd like to recommend from them. The first is the Willow Tote. It's priced at £295. It's a tote with 3 compartments, zipped middle compartment. It has crow grain on the inside, pebble leather on the outside, so it makes the walls of the bag stiff, so it's able to stand up. Second recommendation is the Shea shoulder bag. I absolutely love this bag for the quality of the leather. It's a different design aesthetic in terms of it's a shoulder bag that doubles up as a work bag, but the leather is exquisite. It's incredibly thick. There isn't a brand with a leather this thick at this price and this quality. It's thick, it's sumptuous, it's soft, it's supple. It'll just get softer. It develops the patina as it ages. Absolutely beautiful bag, and a steal at £350. With Coach bags, you get complimentary personalization, so the monogramming, as well as clean and polish. My third recommendation is an American black-owned brand. It's Brandon Blackwood, and they have a bag. I'm not too sure what the style is called. No one seemed to know. It's only available in Selfridges. That's the only place that's currently stocking Brandon Blackwood in the United Kingdom. But it's a bag that very much gives you Sac de Jour vibes from Saint Laurent. Comes in 2 sizes. I'm recommending the large size, priced at £365. It's fantastic in terms of the quality of the leather for that range of price, for that quality of leather. The quality of the leather, it's soft, has a subtle sheen, and it's a leather that doesn't scuff easily, and it's roomy. It's very well made at £365. My final recommendation in this segment is Mansur Gavriel, an Italian brand, and in particular their small leather tote, priced at £495. Comes in a range of color. I particularly like the black because the black has the contrasting lining on the inside. So it's black with red on the inside. Very much gives your Christian Dior vibe. So your black work shoes, for example, with the red sole, it would work very well with the bag. Made from Saffiano leather, which is robust, it's scratch resistant. The same style also comes in other colors, but you find whatever the other color, for example, there's a blue, it also has the blue lining on the inside, so it's different to the black. The black is eye-catching, and that red just elevates the aesthetic of the bag, the look of the bag. Next level up is affordable luxury. So that's your bags typically priced from about £500 through to about £950. I'm going to miss that level and go up to the next level, accessible core. And that's more your £950, £1,000 through to about £1,400. In that level, I have 3 very solid brands. First brand, a Swedish brand called Acne, and Acne is a brand over the years that I've been watching this brand, last 15, 20 years, has produced consistently over the years at a very high level, and they pay a lot of attention to the detail in their construction. The particular bag I'm going to be recommending from them is the Musubi, and in particular the midi range. It's a good weight, a good size bag that can be used either as a work bag, an everyday bag if you're somebody who needs a roomy bag, and you could even use it as an overnight bag. What I like about it is it's stylish, it's different to what I have recommended. It's for somebody who I would say is in a less formal sector, maybe somebody in the creative space. It's beautifully made in terms of the construction, the leather that's used. It's a smooth leather that's robust, it doesn't scuff easily, and it's priced at $1,100, a bag for life. My next recommendation is a brand I spoke about recently. It's Tod's, an Italian brand, and Tod's struggled quite a bit before the pandemic, and the pandemic literally tipped them over the edge. And they received a sizable cash injection from Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy, the largest luxury group in the world, and they took a minority stake in the business. And as I mentioned at the time, you will start to see a change in Tod's. You'll start to see more ranges, the quality, the marketing is all going to change. The particular range I'd like to recommend is a new range. I don't think it's a range that LVMH is behind, but it's something that I think was in the pipeline before the acquisition. The range is called the shopping tote. It's a shopping tote that doubles up fantastically as a work bag. It's made from calf grain, a soft calf grain, and then on the inside a very smooth calf grain. One big compartment, and then inside suspended are two zipped compartments, and then there's a clasp along the top just to secure the bag. It's priced at $1,100. Comes in a range of colors, about 5 colors. 2 or 3 of those are more your core classic colors, and then a couple of seasonal colors. My next recommendation is a Swiss brand I also spoke about recently. It's Bally, and Bally is a brand that is incredibly under the radar, and it's producing some of the best quality bags in the industry. The particular range I'd like to recommend is the Sagonda. I touched on that in the video, which I'm going to attach above. And the Sagonda is very different to the other bags in the industry. I love it for a number of reasons. It's actually my favorite of all the work bags I'm going to talk about. It's a super structured bag. It's a very wide base, so you can have items in your bag either laying flat or upright, whichever you prefer. But what I like is the leather that's used. It's a smooth calf skin. It's not very delicate, very, very subtle sheen to it, which just elevates the quality of the leather. Comes with contrasting lining on the inside, very similar to Mansur Gavriel, which just makes the bag look a lot more expensive, a lot more elegant. It's a better quality product all around to the Mansur one. The contrasting lining on the inside is a synthetic material as opposed to suede, and it's a lot easier to clean. Comes in a range of colors, classic colors, and then they have 1 or 2 of your more seasonal colors. Super structured, as I mentioned. It has very long handles, longer than most, and they're structured. So you can wear it very comfortably over your shoulder, and it folds quite a way under your armpit. So it's not right under your arm. Or you can wear it in the crook of your arm, but you notice the handles are distinctly longer. And it also has very, very discreet labeling. The Bally is embossed in very tiny font on the side. You literally have to look for it. But it's an amazing product all around. The smooth calf skin that doesn't scuff easily. It's priced at $1,270. Comes in a range of colors, contrasting lining, very discreet labeling, the super structured shape. It's a bag that looks $1 million. It looks the part. It can be worn either in a formal, informal, professional context. Next level up is premium core, and that is your bags that are priced between £1,500 and £3,000. 2 French brands I'd like to recommend. The first is Saint Laurent with Sac de Jour. It's very much a Hermès Birkin inspired bag. If anyone's going to recommend a range of work bags at the top end of the market, invariably Sac de Jour will always feature. Large size of the bag, which the brand refers to as the small, comes in 2 different style options. You have the embossed croc print, retails for about £2,300, and then you have the plain leather, and that retails for £2,100. The bags come with a plain, the bag comes with a strap, and the bag can be worn as a crossbody. The next brand is Céline, and Céline I've been talking a lot about recently, and in particular Céline 16. I would like to recommend the Céline 16 large as opposed to the small, which I've been talking a lot about. The large, very similar in terms of the design aesthetic. They look very similar, but the difference is with the large, it has less detail than the Céline 16 small, and it also comes in a different leather to the Céline 16 small. It's more a calf grain, a soft leather that doesn't scuff as easily. It's a lot more hard wearing, a lot more robust than the satinated leather that the Céline 16 small comes in. Reflected in the price, Céline 16 small retails for £2,950, whereas the large Céline 16 retails for £2,350, and it makes for a very simple but chic work bag. Next level up is your super premium. So that is your bags that are priced between £3,000 and £5,000. I have one brand, a Belgian brand, Delvaux, the oldest fine luxury leather goods brand in the world, started in 1829, and I'd like to recommend two styles from them. The first is the Tempête, which I've spoken about. I'm going to attach that video above. And the Tempête style is very much inspired by the Hermes Kelly, but as I've mentioned before, I actually prefer the style of the Tempête to the Kelly. The bag is gorgeous, and particularly as you go up the more exotic leathers, it looks $1 million. It is absolutely exquisite. I'm recommending the GM size, which is about 32 centimeters, and that retails for about £4,500. The other range I'd like to recommend is their most iconic, is the Brillant, and in particular the 35 centimeter retails for just over £5,000. It's a big bag, a little slouchy depending on the leather you go for, but it's fantastic in terms of being a very roomy everyday bag, a very smart work bag, or an overnight weekend bag. It works across the board. My top recommendation, right at the top end, your ultra high end bespoke brands. So those are the brands that are retailing from £5,000 and above. Two brands. First is Hermes, and in particular 2424. 2424 to me is the quintessential briefcase. It's the shape that you associate with a briefcase, but it's a little slouchy. It's not as stiff, it's not as formal, but it's a style that works in both a formal, informal context, and it comes in a number of sizes and materials. You either get it as full leather, or you get it with just leather trimming, and it's largely canvas. For the price you're paying, I'd always recommend the leather. You get a lot more value for your money. You are paying for the prestige, the heritage, the craftsmanship, the quality. Rather pay for a full leather product than a part leather product. Comes in a number of sizes. And I would recommend for the 2424 either the 29 centimeter retails for around £6,500 depending on the type of leather used, or £7,300 for the 35 centimeter. The other brand I'd also like to recommend at the top end of the market, and this is a brand focused on your custom pieces. I've spoken about it before. It's a Japanese brand called Ortus. And it's a brand where you work with the owner, Komatsu-san, and you talk through the design, the material, the size. You decide everything. It takes about 18 to 24 months to produce. And then you ultimately end up with one of a kind, the very best quality bag you will find money will buy. It'll be a truly sublime product. If you would like to explore that option, I'm going to include the details on how to contact Komatsu-san. If you're a Japanese speaker, you can contact him directly in Japan. But if you're an English or any other language speaker, then it's through the Armory, a store in Hong Kong, and I'll include all those details down below. But I've given you a huge and diverse selection of bags across all budgets. There is literally something for everyone. If there's something you'd like to know in a little more detail, or you'd like me to explore something else, do let me know as always in the comments down below. But do subscribe. I'm also going to talk about work shoes, which has been requested, and then a couple of other videos as a way of building the work blocks for the best accessories to have. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and of course subscribe so you don't miss out on future content.